where the devils play, under a sky that's ashen and gray. There's a town that the maps forgot to name, where whiskey drowns a man's old shame. Ghost of a train, a whistle cuts through night, echoing the hearts that lost the fight. Beneath the whiskey, there's fire in the cold, stories of a love lost, tales boldly told. Each drop hides a secret in the glass they lay. Underneath the whiskey, night turns into day. In the shadow of a burned down church spire, I met a lady dressed in funeral attire, spoke of a love by betrayal undone, her lover left under the setting sun. A bottle shared on a grave of stone, promises whispered in a mournful tone. Beneath the whiskey, there's ghosts in the well, echoes of laughter, a descent into hell. Each sip a memory, bitter and gray. Underneath the whiskey, the past won't stay away. On cursed land, by the light of the moon, I face the heartache all too soon. Vengeance a burden too heavy to bear. Her eyes met mine, a cold and distant stare. A truth revealed in a silver flash, under whiskey's spell, our dreams do ash. Beneath the whiskey, find the end of the line, where pain meets the dust and fates entwine. Each bottle empty, just like my heart. Underneath the whiskey, where all things part. Beneath the whiskey, redemption's too far. In the silence of the desert, beneath the stars. Underneath the hollow sky, where the smoke still clings to dawn, whiskey bottles lay in dust from the nights now long since gone. Ghost town whispers call my name through the wind that moans and chokes, and the train whistles speak of pain under hollow sky and smoke. Oh, the sky bears no more stars, just shadows from my past. Every heartbeat lights a match on the memories that last. In the silent desert's cry, through the burning church's plea, hollow sky and smoke remain, and the cursed land sets no one free. Once knew love like raging fire, till betrayal cooled the flame. Her echo haunts the chapel hill, where they still curse my name. Dust storms roar across my path, hide the tracks where we once spoke. Now nothing's left but burning words under hollow sky and smoke. Oh, the sky bears no more stars, just echoes worn and cold. Each whisper in the darkness, a story left untold. In the grip of night's cold hands, beneath the old oak tree, hollow sky and smoke look down where she swore her love to me. By the forgotten graves I wander, with revenge a bitter friend. The cursed land keeps its secrets on this path that knows no end. Face the mirror of my actions in the smoke that round me swirls. Ghostly faces in the shadows, whispers of a lost world. Oh, the sky now holds my fate in a land that's burned and raw. Each step I take is haunted by the law I once so wrought. Through the silent desert's call to the place where spirits weave, underneath the hollow sky, I accept no more to grieve.
Out where the horizon bleeds, dust's last light fade away. Dust storms whisper secrets of a cursed town's decay. There's a rail line to nowhere, just echoes of the past, and a crumbling chapel shadow where redemption didn't last. Here lies a heart buried beneath this silent grave, lost love's whisper in the wind's mournful stave, where whiskey bottles mark the spot of every sin, buried in silence where only ghosts begin. Found her locket by the old saloon. The glass was cracked and worn. That night the thunder roared, as if heaven felt her scorn. Betrayal brewed in whiskey eyes beneath the sinner's moon, left a trail of broken vows near the burning church in June. Beneath the stars, buried in this silent grave, echoes of footsteps that no prayer could save, where the wind howls through the hollows of the sins, buried in silence where the end, my friend, begins. Underneath the faded cross, I lay my vengeance down. The ghost of her laughter haunts this forgotten town. Cursed land, take my soul, for there's nothing left to save. Every whisper turned to dust, every dream a silent grave. Now I'm gone, buried in my own silent grave. No more shadows beneath the old church's nave. Let the desert cover me, let the night sky be my shroud. Buried in silence, far from the maddening crowd. So here I rest, no more to roam, a lone gunslinger far from home, in the land of lost pathways, where the silent spirits crave. My story ends buried in the silent grave.
Out where the shadows twist and crawl, under a moon that's seen it all. The wind carries a tale, tired and worn, of a love sworn true, then sworn forlorn. Whiskey bottles clink like bones engraved in this ghost town where the righteous came to save. Whispers in the revenge, haunting the silent airs, echoes of a trust that was broken beyond repairs. Every star story, every gust of sin confessed, in the heart of the desert, where vengeance never rests. There's a church on the hill, smoldering still, where hymns used to fill the dusty skies. A preacher man ran with the devil's plan, left nothing but the truth in a pack of lies. Through the ashes, under the soot and scorn, lay secrets between the lines of a love once born. Whispers in the revenge stir the dust of fears. The night air's thick with the price of falling tears. Coyote howls a requiem for souls who won't find rest, in the heart of the desert, where vengeance confesses. At the crossroads, face to face with my own ghost, I reached into the silence where love mattered most. Reckoning came like a train's mournful whistle blow, a reckoning from the hands of the one I used to know. Now whispers in the revenge ride with me tonight, across these cursed lands, under the fading light. My heart's laid bare, my sins I must amend. In the heart of the desert, I'll face my bitter end.
Of a ghost town where shadows conspire, rattlesnake winds whisper sins of the choir. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. Whiskey bottles lay cradled in the devil's own hand. There's no mercy in the last ride. Under blood-red skies, haunted trains scream old truths and lies. Forgotten graves, the tales they confide. In this cursed land, even brave men have died. Rode in on a promise, left with a curse. Her love was a chapter in a universe perverse. She betrayed with a kiss, left me cold on the floor. Now her silhouette haunts every saloon swinging door. No mercy in the last ride. Vengeance rides with me. Heartbeat sings with a horse's bleed. Echoes of love, sharp and untied. In the silence of the desert, a lone soul cries. At the crossroad, under the dying sun's glare, faced my betrayer, found her despair. Guns drawn at dusk, eyes like the sea storm. Two shots in the dark, our fates transform. There was no mercy in the last ride. Dust settled on bone. Echoes of justice in a sinner's moan. Riding away, heart empty and wide, in lands with no mercy, the past won't hide. With every strum of the guitar, in each haunting note, the song enfolds the dark. Relentless journey through a land marked by loss and revenge. Fitting the load weathered voice of a storyteller etched by the desert's harsh truth.
Out where the sagebrush kisses cold night skies, the ghost town whispers with its hollow cries. Empty bottles clink like restless bones, echoing through the streets past abandoned homes. The wind a serenade to those who roam alone, carrying a scent of sin, dust and loam. From the ashes of the shadows, vengeance draws its breath. Underneath the crescent moon, dancing close with death. Each step forward is a step into the past, where the heart knows no peace and shadows are cast. Train whistles moan across the cursed land, singing tales of a love slipped like sand through hands. Burning church in the distance, a beacon of forgotten faith, a testament to fires of betrayal and wraith. In the silence of the desert, a lone grave unadorned, lies the soul who played with fire and by fire was scorned. From the ashes of the shadows, vengeance draws its breath. Underneath the blood-red sky, courting silent death. Footprints lead to nowhere on this desolate path, where every whisper in the wind is a ghost ride. In the mirror of the night, my shadow confronts me, a specter of the man I swore I'd never be. The gun on my hip weighs heavy with my fate. In the echoes of my sins, I see the gate. Through the ashes of the shadows, I've come to claim my due. In the heart of darkness, I find what's true. The desert knows my story, reads it in the land. Underneath the starry sky, here I make my stand. Each line carries the gravity of a lone gunslinger's confession, told under the vast and starlit desert sky, where every shadow holds a story and every gust of wind is a poignant reminder of the past. In the shadow of the burning church, the devil's wind did blow. Through the ghost town silent streets, where cursed whispers grow. A whiskey bottle lay, half buried neath the sand, the only witness left from a forsaken, blighted land. Echoes from below, like train whistles in the night, Every gust a reminder, every silence a disguise. Forgotten graves, where the restless souls do sleep, lies a tale of a lover's vow that the earth decided to keep. He promised her forever by the old sycamore tree, but his shadow found the gallows, betrayed by his decree. Echoes from below, they whisper through the dust of bonds broken by betrayal and the crumbling of trust. The desert knows the stories of the lives that had to fall. Every breeze a memory what was lost by all. In the heart of the silent desert, I faced the storm alone. The skies cried out like the anguished in a deep resounding moan. The truth hit hard as lightning. My fate was sealed by past deeds. Now I roam these cursed lands where my heart forever bleeds. From below, now guide my weary gun. Justice might be blind here, but it's not undone. I'll follow these haunted whispers through the night till I can rest, laid down by the very echoes that curse but also bless. Where the wind whispers moans through the ghost town, streets empty as the bottles in my hand last night thrown down. Train whistles cry like the haunted tales they say. Whiskey breath and dusty boots leads a man astray. In the shadow of the church where the fire still burns lies a heart scorned by the lesson never learned. Silent grave ballads sung by the damned and the saved, every whispered note a secret from the grave. Her love was a mirage, a sweet desert rose with thorns. Promise forever left me nothing but scorn. A storm rolled in, the sky scornful and gray, found her whispers in the wind, but her shadow slipped away. Under the steeple of smoke where our sins lay in the ash, I recall the firelight in her eyes, gone in a flash. Silent grave ballad, echoes of a love that craved each lingering melody crafted by the betrayed. soul too weary to have care. Around the burning church, the night air heavy and stale. Ballad of the silent grave tells a sorrowful tale. Acceptance in the dust under stars that misbehave. Revenge just a ghost among the stones of each grave. Every line rings like the last breath of a man alone. Echoes off the canyon walls through the marrow and bone. Under a blood-red sky in nowhere town, the sun burns low, ghosts don't make a sound. A bottle of rye in my shaking grip. Memories play like a black and white clip. Tracks run cold through the heart of the waste. Each whistle's a scream, each mile erased. Whiskey and smoke, my comfort, my cloak. In a land of lost souls, I'm a shadow of a bloke. With every sip, I see her face. In the curl of the smoke, her tender grace. Whiskey and smoke, under stars I invoke the tale of a love now just cinders and choke. She danced through the chapel with fire in her eyes, promises spoken under stormy skies. But the preacher was crooked and the vows were a lie. By dawn it was clear it was a kiss or die. Left her veil in the desert next to my trust. All that remains is dust and rust. Whiskey and smoke veil the pain like a cloak. Her laughter now echoes a cruel cosmic joke. With each burning sip, the past awaits. In the haze of the smoke, my heartache stakes. Whiskey and smoke, in shadows I'm soaked, haunted by love and the words we never spoke. At the edge of town where the old church burned, I faced the ghosts, each stone overturned. The flame in my heart met the cold night air, found nothing but silence, her absence laid bare. Whiskey and smoke, they shield, they provoke, In a curtain of ashes I'm hiding my yoke, till the bottle runs dry. In the smoke I'll abide, a silhouette lost to the night's rising tide. Whiskey and smoke, this life's no joke. Bound by the past, in its chains I'll forever choke. In a ghost town silence, under a blood moon's rain, whiskey bottles clinking like chimes of pain. The echoes of the midnight train crossing cursed lands, tracks leading nowhere, just God's forsaken sands. Blood on a midnight train, red as the devil's own, hearts bound by vengeance under a sky overthrown. The wind howls secrets, past sins it can't contain. Ghosts whisper justice on a midnight train. Years back, young love was buried in these silent deserts dry. A locket of golden memories under a thorn sky. Betrayed by a brother for the greed of fleeting gain, left me with a burning heart and church bells that wail in vain. Blood on the midnight train, staying in the rotten night, a tale of lost lovers and a wrong that needs a right. Storms can't cover the tracks, nor the everlasting pain. Echoes of the betrayed screaming on the midnight train. On a lonesome silver line, the truth rides fast and grim. My hand on steel, soul to purge the sin. Tonight forgiveness sleeps while the restless seek their due. The final whistle blows for me and you. There's blood on the midnight train, justice finds its track. In the land of the forgotten, there's no turning back. Shadows lift their veils as final truths pertain. Revenge or redemption calls from the midnight train. Each chord a story, each note a desolate wail, eternally bound to the whistle of that midnight rail. In the town where silence rules the streets so dire, I rode past shadows under a blood-red moon's fire. The old church bell told its chime a twisted choir as flames danced like devils on sacred spires higher. Riding through the church fire, the past screams louder, echoes of the love lost beneath the charred timber. Ghost town whispers stir the dust the night devours on this cursed ride. These haunted dreams I remember. The whiskey bottle empty, thrown beside the grave of the lover who betrayed, too gone to say. Her whisper like a serpent lured into the cave in the heart of the desert. I was but a slave, riding through the church fire. Revenge burns with desire. The wind carries my fury across a wire. Ghost town's clock stopped ticking beneath the empire of stars, witnessing my soul caught in the mire. Her silhouette appears, flickering between the pews, feeding off my fears. But the flame revealed the truth, drying all my tears. She was just a ghost now, after all these years. Riding from the church fire into the cold dawn's ire, leaving behind the ruins where old love retired. This outlaw's heart finds peace as the flames expire. The silence of the desert, I forge my new empire. Ghost town whispers, wind-born lies. Dust dances with the devil's sound on streets where dreams lay fallow drowned. Moonlight casts a judgmental glow on the chapel where no believers go. Empty bottles clink like bones in a tavern where sinners atone. Beneath the hollow sky, shadows tell what words deny. In the silence, truth will rise, whilst the righteous close their eyes. Stars bear witness from on high to the tales of why men died underneath that hollow, haunted sky. was a fleeting spell, a tender heart bound for hell. In the dust of a cursed land, she slipped like time through a broken hand. Beneath the hollow sky, tales of love, how they twist, they pry. In the silence past each cry, while the wounded spirits fly. Underneath that hollow haunted sky, by the old church flames, kiss the night, a burning cross to set things right. Forgotten sins come to light as the past demands a fight. Stand with no alibi. In the silence I confess, embrace the curse and seek redress. Stars look down on this restless plight, guide the lost back through the night. Underneath that hollow haunted sky, whiskey soothes the restless soul beneath the sky that makes us whole. Drifting sands that time will sieve, beneath the hollow sky we live. The ghost town walls, in the shade of the old gallows tree, a dusty ghost town, whispers keep, bottles clink in the haunting breeze, echoes of a waltz in the tumbleweed. The shadows stretch from the porch is worn, train whistles cry through the coming storm. Silent church with a burned black spire, a tale of love meets a deadly fire. Dance, dance the ghost town waltz under moonlight's cold and silvery gloss. Grief in every step, dust in every twirl, with the ghost of yesterday and a lost girl. Once a heart filled with gold,
the ghost town wall, steps echo in the halls of loss. Forgiveness, a ghost too late to revive, where love and death no more derive. Dance, dance till the spirits depart in the ghostly beat of a broken heart. Last call for the souls who roam in the cursed walls of their forsaken home.
A blood-red sky in the town of nowhere's grace stood a chapel of wood with sorrow lined its face. A locket rusted on the preacher's chest, whispers in the dust. Betrayal's tale forged in flames, a love turned to rust. Shadows fall over the rusted locket, heavy lies the heart. Echoes of a love lost, tearing old wounds apart. In the silence of the ghost town, under the desert's moon, lies a tale of a cursed soul, singing a forsaken tune. They say he loved her more than the desert loved the rain, but she vanished like smoke on that old midnight train. He searched through cursed lands, his spirit set afire, finding naught but her locket by the chapel's burned spire. Shadows stretched from the rusted locket, darkening his fate. Whiskey whispers, son, it's your love turned to hate. In the quiet of the night, through the cold desert bloom, he mourns the ghost of a girl and his heart's endless gloom. Forgotten graves, he heard the train whistle cry. Stood a figure in the mist with vengeance in her eye. You took everything he said, his voice a broken plea. I only took what was owed, for you never belonged to me. Now shadows dance on the rusted locket under the moon's glow, a tale of revenge fulfilled where the wild winds blow. In the dust of the silent desert where secrets refuse to die, he lays down by the burning church, never again to rise. Where the winds cry the mournful tune, lies the ghost of a town neath the cursed moon. Whiskey bottles litter a forgotten street, echoes of footsteps, a heart skips a beat. Dust storms whisper secrets in shades of gray, lone train whistle moans far, far away. In that silence hangs a tale so bleak of a love lost in vengeance that the shadows speak. Oh, buried in the hollow sky, where dreams go to wither and die, underneath the starless cloak lies the truth that the darkness spoke. He rode in with sunset in his eyes, haunted by the love that he'd come to despise. In her eyes a tempest, a storm unfurled, a betrayal hidden that shattered their world. A church once holy, now consumed by flame. He cursed her memory, whispered her name. Through the ashes he sought the path to ride, a way to end this eternal night. Oh, buried in the hollow sky, where hopes are hung out to dry, beneath the moon's ghostly cloak, rests a love that the fire awoke. In the quiet of the night, he faced the truth. The land cursed from the folly of their youth. With a gun by his side and a tear unseen, he walks the line between what could and should have been. Now buried in the hollow sky, where old ghosts lay down to die, underneath the watchful eyes of the night, he finds peace in the fading light. So let the desert swallow the tales untold of the lover's heart that became too cold in the hollow sky. They whisper goodbye, buried deep where the lonely souls lie.
In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust dances with the devil's sway. Whiskey bottles line forgotten graves, beneath the sun's relentless blaze. A train whistle moans through cursed lands, an echo of a nooses tied strands. Beneath the last ride, where vows lay to rust, love turned to betrayal. In a whirlwind of dust, shadows of a gallows on a moonlit dry creek, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted seek. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a chapel lit by flame-filled skies. Promises as frail as a parched rose, her heart was a secret no one knows. A Judas kiss under a starless night left me alone to face my plight. Beneath the last ride, where trust was sold, hearts grow as cold as the guns we hold. Echoes of our laughter in a breeze that weeps, where silence speaks the secret that the haunted keep. On that burning church I swore her name. The wind carried away all blame. Face down the man who stole her gaze. In the dust storm's wild relentless haze, 2 shots rang out like an old church bell. One found its mark and the other fell. Beneath the last
to the winds that haunt me most.
In the whisper of the wind, through the chapel's charred remains, under moonlit dusk, where the silence speaks in veins, an old ghost town sleeps in the shadow of its sins. The echoes of my boots like whispers of forgotten hymns. Whiskey bottle clutched a faithful friend in this demise. In the heart of cursed lands, where my only refuge lies. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Lost love's a ghost, spinning tales of my downfall. Beneath the starlit scorn and the devil's own deceit, the shadows ballad plays where revenge and sorrow meet. There's a tale of love like a mirage in desert heat. Her laughter once a melody, now a retreat. Betrayed by a kiss and a Judas on the prowl. In the silent desert, the sins begin to scowl. Train whistle moans, the sound from there is gone, carrying dreams like dust, forever drawn and drawn. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Her ghost in my dreams, a haunt and perpetual. Under the gaze of God and a sky that won't forget, the shadows ballad plays on a stage of deep regret. By the burning church I stood with a gun in my hand, faced the traitor's eyes on this cursed forsaken land. The storm in my heart, louder than the howling gust. In the shadows ballad in its justice, I entrust. So here the shadows dance, and here I make my stand. Revenge or grace by the trigger of my hand. In the haunted quiet where old loves are interred, the shadows ballad ends without another word.
In the town where the sun forgot to rise, crooked crosses cast shadows under blood-red skies. Dust rose like ghosts along the withered streets, while an old church bell tolled missing beats. Dance, dance the outlaw heart waltz under stars that witness without fault. Spin your partner of skeletal remains to the tune of the whistle from a distant train. Whiskey bottles lay empty, telling tales of despair. Echoes of footsteps, she's no longer there. From a love turned sour to a life undone, in the silence of a bullet
from a forsaken gun.
Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks through the ghost towns and the desert holes. Grip the devil as you sway and spin past burning churches and forgotten sin. Shake, a storm of revenge about his soul at stake. The train cried a warning like an old friend's voice. Time to face the past, too late for a choice. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks, with shadows cast by the setting sun's doors. Turn with the wind in a curse to land's embrace. Accept the end in this forsaken place. Each chord strummed a whisper on the wind. Each step taken a memory of sin. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks till the desert claims you and your faults.
In the valley where the wind moans through dead pines, I found a church with its cross laying bent and burned. The moon cast shadows over blood-stained lines where once lovers vowed, only whispers now return. Dust devils dance where our dreams once stood, whiskey bottle in my hand, feeling nothing good. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of the judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. A ghost town sleeps under the starlit grief, a railroad quiet but for my heavy steps alone. She left with the night like a thief in the place where love was all I'd ever known. Forgotten graves whisper of old betrayals, echo in the train's long gone sad wails. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of the judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. Under that old blood moon, I see her face. In every shadow, in every forsaken place, my heart's a prison of what I can't erase. The bullet's cold in my pocket, heavy with disgrace. Blood on the ashes, now it's me who must decide between the love I lost find my way or fall to silence where the lost spirits sway. Out where the dead man's creek whispers low, under the shadow of the buzzard's flight, the winds carry tales of a gunslinger's woe, through ghost towns bathed in the moon's pale light. The spurs they jingle like a lonely hymn, past chapel ruins where the faithful pray, cursed sands beneath where hope grows dim, the echoes of his last ride softly invade. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, dust storms rage where the heart misbehaves, echoes haunt the silent deserts, cry a lone rider's tale neath the endless sky. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town too worn to even recall its name. The trail burned under those arid skies, her love a memory flickering like a flame. He rode for vengeance through lands God-forsaken, chasing shadows that only danced in his head, each mile a marker of the love taken on a path that led to the dead, not the wed. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, dust storms rage where the heart misbehaves, echoes haunt the silent deserts, cry a lone rider's tale neath the endless sky. In the mirror of the night, his soul laid bare, train whistle moans a tune of despair, a face not his own in the dying light. The realization strikes, cold as the desert night. Now as the dust storm behaves, echoes fade in the vast desert side, last rides over this gunslinger's night. Eastern bottles and forgotten graves, dust storms rage where the heart misbehaves, echoes haunt the silent deserts, cry a lone rider's tale neath the endless sky. Each strum of the guitar, each raspy note sung, paints the haunting picture of a life spent under the vast, starlit skies of a lawless land, where each shadow might be an old foe, and every gust of wind carries the whispers of the past.